And here we start testing 1 2 1 2. The video is recording. How do you even start this video?
Munda uyo, dime mami, nitume mulingana mushonto. Munda uyo, dime mami.
My name is Prince Praise Dutuma. I'm your host for today. We are still continuing with our program. The topic is still the same, but now it's in reference to the ladies. The topic is what ladies wish gents knew. So we're trying to deal with the speculations that we have, mainly in the Adventist church, of guys speculating that girls think this way and girls speculating that guys think this way. So we're trying to solve that problem, and maybe through this ministry we might encourage guys and ladies in the church to start dating each other. That is our aim. That is our whole point. So I am here with 5 beautiful ladies. I'm blessed by their presence. I'm gonna go to them and let them introduce themselves. We'll start with my top left lady in the top left. That is you, Tari.
Hi guys, my name is Tariro Lorraine Chakokwama, and yeah.
Relationship status?
Relationship status, I'm alone.
She's lonely, guys.
Not lonely, alone.
She's lonely. The lady in white.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Keta Bashim Tetwa, and my relationship status is single.
She's also single. She's lonely. I hope the viewers are noting this down. You can come to UJ. They are all available.
Single and not looking. Thanks.
Bottom left, the lady in black. Okay, there are 2 ladies in black. We'll start with the one with the weave. Is that even a
Oh my gosh, okay. I'm the lady with the wig. I'm Nyasha. My relationship status is not single. Yeah.
So she's in a relationship. Are you willing to be swayed or not single, as in you can't be swayed?
Can't be swayed.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. The lady in blue, let's go.
I'm in gray, Prince, but hi guys, my name is Gerati Lemutzeki, and I am in a relationship.
Okay, that was so confident. The last but not least.
Hi, my name is Chipo Melissa Chideo, and I'm in a relationship.
So at least we have the spec at which we are looking at. So we have 3 ladies who are in a relationship, 2 who are not. So at least we get the context of their answers, where they are answering from, right? So we're gonna rush to our first question. So the first question to the ladies is an interesting one. Every guy asks this question. I think in every guy's discussion that we have every guy's discussion, all the discussions we've ever had as guys, we always ask ourselves these questions. When you as ladies, when you're seated down, if you were to be asked directly, or if you're looking for a man, what are you looking for? Okay. Simple question. I will start with the same sequence in which we said our names. So let's hear from the ladies.
Okay, I personally am looking for someone who's God-fearing. I know this sounds cliche, but like literally, I'm looking for someone who's God-fearing, guys, like honestly, and someone who's confident, someone who has opinions. If you don't have opinions, guys, and someone who actually challenges me. If you don't challenge me, I don't see the use in my life. Yeah.
Okay, I'm pushing it on to the next.
Okay, I can also say God-fearing, man. And I just feel like, okay, obviously someone challenges me as well, but I feel like if you are God-fearing, genuinely, and you're authentic, then you can't not be loving, you can't not be caring. All of those things flow from like fearing God. So yeah, if you have those qualities, and we can have like conversations, and you're authentically yourself, you're not trying to be someone else, then yeah,
Okay.
you're what I'm looking for.
Okay, in the same sequence, Nyasha.
I agree with what they said. Yeah,
Okay.
God fearing.
Is there any additions, Kera?
Just to add on what they've already said, I also agree with what they've said, but I'd also well, I'm already taken, but like a man who knows his self-worth, that's so important when it comes to a relationship. You need to know your self-worth. You need to be respectful. You know, you need to be respectable as well. But yeah, God-fearing, man. God-fearing just covers everything. You know, everything good. So yeah.
Okay. Melissa?
I'm not looking for a man. I'm looking for a husband.
Yes.
Okay. So from a guy's point of view, can is it correct to say all of you ladies are looking for the same thing? Because all I've heard is that, as Tarido said, she's looking for a God-fearing man. Keta said the same thing, and the rest of you guys said the same thing. So are you guys looking for the exact same man?
Yeah. I wouldn't say the exact same man. Yeah, sorry.
No, you
Okay.
can talk, Keta.
I wouldn't say the exact same man, because personally, Vele, there are things that I don't like about a guy. You ask me what I like. Because and I don't think it's gonna go well. I need a calm guy. You know, you can't have two extra people. There can only be one extra person in a relationship, and then that one has to become. So there's many other things. But you asked what I was looking for. If you asked me what I was not looking for,
Oh, so the problem is in the question.
yeah, I answered your question. What are you looking for? You didn't ask what don't you like, what are you not looking for, because there's a lot.
Okay, Kira, you had a point?
Oh no, I was saying, I mean, you can both be wise, but not in the same way. So you can't really say we're looking for exactly the same, you know, person in a way, you know. Unless if I misunderstood your question.
Okay, no. Seems like your guys
I also
understood.
just want to chip in there. It's not per se that we're looking for the same man. It's just we're looking for the same characteristics, but probably those characteristics are to be found in different people. For example, what Keta may actually like in a man is not what I would want in a man, maybe, you know, type thing. So yeah.
Okay, when I asked what are you ladies looking for in a man, no one mentioned any physical attributes. Are we then saying the physical attributes do not matter?
No. No.
Okay, let me give this one to Nyasha first, then we move.
Okay. When you asked if we're all looking for the same thing, that's when I was like, maybe sometimes I think it's such an obvious answer that Adventist girls would say that we're looking for godly men, but when the godly man is actually right in front of us, we do not look at him. There's always that one guy in the church that is godly and everyone knows it, but no one looks at him. Everyone looks at the handsome ones. So that's where you're just coming with the physical attributes, is that as much as we want this godly man, how many of us ladies look at that godly man? Because usually it's always like you never find a godly man that has the physique as well. It's always separate. So I think most of the time we say we want a godly guy, but often choose one that's not, because usually we are just attracted to what we see on the outside, and then later on we'll be like, nah, he's not a good. Yeah, it depends with the girl, and I feel like sometimes godly to us has different definitions sometimes, because what I see as a godly person, another girl will not see that as a godly person, because sometimes we filter the word godly with what we want them to be. I don't know if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Chipo, any additions?
Nah, the sister is already answered.
Okay, so what conclusion can we reach now? Saying ladies are saying they're looking for a godly man, yet the godly man, the physical attributes, as you have said, because I heard all of you saying they do matter. So how do we then balance the two out? I don't know if you guys, do you get my question?
We do.
You do. So Tari, should I hand
Okay,
it over
personally,
to?
I would say,
Yes, Tari.
okay, personally, I would say that, okay, I don't know, like, your question sounds like we're saying that the two are actually mutually exclusive, that one cannot be a godly person while being handsome or like having the proper physique that women want and all that. And I'm here to say and debunk that myth that, okay, the two can actually coexist together, you know. I guess, okay, for me, what I'm saying is that, okay, guys, go for the physique that you want, because like I don't know, I don't want to sound like I'm too materialistic or I'm too focused on like the physical and stuff like that, physical attributes only. But what I'm trying to say is go for a person who has godly attributes, and also go for a person who has the looks that you can live with, like, for the rest of your life or whatever. I don't know, take that however you want. But yeah.
Okay. Keta, anything from your side?
Yeah, I agree with what Tari said. Like, they're not mutually exclusive, and kuya ngokuthi futhi ukuthi umuntu what's important to them. Also, like, is it more important to have someone who's physically appealing than to have someone okholwayo, someone you can relate with on a religious and spiritual level, or is it more important to be muhle so you guys can take selfies? Like, kuya ngomuntu, guys. Like, yeah.
Okay, so are we saying then our conclusion is that to every girl there's a difference in every girl? Every girl is what matters to them most. So we don't have a general idea as to what girls want.
No, we do.
What's the general idea now? Okay. Yes, Chipo.
I feel like we are separating a lot of these things too much. All of us ladies, we have to agree on one thing here. We all said similar things, that we want a God-fearing man. That is the umbrella of it all, a God-fearing man. Ne? With the God-fearing men, there are types of men under that category. There are short men, the tall men, the skinny men, and the fat men. Do you get me? So you can't really remove the God-fearing and then now put other things. Like, it doesn't make sense. If you want a God-fearing man, that's a conclusion for all ladies. Unless if other ladies don't want a God-fearing man. That's what we're saying. The only difference is the physical, probably personality. But a God-fearing man can be a quiet man. A God-fearing man can be a loud man. It's those characteristics and personalities that are different. But in conclusion, I would say that we all want one type of man, which is a God-fearing man, which is what we should want in the first place. The only difference is that it's the physical part and obviously mentally and how they think and all those other things that obviously have to align with your personality for you to live with that person. But in conclusion, women want God-fearing men. That's it.
Okay. So the standard is God-fearing. Now,
Yes.
dealing. Let's hit the nail at the exact same point. Right. There's a stereotype that is guys. I'm a guy. We talk as guys. That we have. Maybe you ladies can shed some light to it. Right. As guys, we think, as Adventist guys, we think we are considered as boring in the church. If we are God-fearing, apparently we think we have heard the stereotype that girls think Adventist guys are boring. We do not offer the same pleasures as guys outside the church. Let me be more specific. We hear that Adventist guys might not be willing to hug, to kiss, all of those pleasures that come with being God-fearing. Now, is it true? Is the stereotype true? Adventist guys boring? In other words, to you girls.
Are we going in order?
Yeah. Okay. Let's start with Keta. Keta.
Nina, I would say that Adventist guys are not boring. But what makes you guys boring is the fact that you guys are not authentic. Oh, Prince will be an Adventist guy. Me and Prince will agree with Yazini. We are not going to engage in sexual activities. We agree on our relationship. Hi, because when now you've seen other guys from outside and you think that that will be appealing to me, you start acting like the guys bangapan. And then in because if I wanted to date a guy that I necessarily know I don't believe in or izinto engimanangathi wrong, bengihamba ngiyojola naye because ngifuna ukwenza lezo zinto ezisnacks. But if I wanted to engage with someone who has the same beliefs as me, I'm expecting we're on the same page. I'm not expecting for and now you're trying to touch me and I'm like, no, I don't, because we are on the same page. Are we not on the same page? You and I are not engaging. The only time I should be explaining myself who knows is if I'm dating a guy from outside. And if I want to engage in such, I'll date a guy from outside. So Nibora, because you guys are not authentic to who you are and you guys are not authentic to your beliefs, so you guys will feel more appealing. That's my 2 cents.
Okay, let's go to Chipo.
I feel like both are wrong. The girls are wrong. The girls like things. Then the church boys become boring. That's true. Let's not lie. Girls like things, and then when they don't get the things that they want in church, then guys, SDA guys are boring. Anyway, to the guys, in a way they are boring because you find yourself with a boyfriend and you don't get to know each other, man. Like, I'm not saying that discussing Bible stuff and all those things are boring or anything, but I mean, you're in a relationship, there's more to that. You still need to get to know each other and all those things, go out and don't like, I don't know, the whole big, I don't know. And another thing that I wanted to say is that I feel like as the youth, we are not really told on what we should do in relationships. We are mostly told what not to do. And then because we know what we're not supposed to do, when we're together, we don't know what to do because we think everything's wrong, and now the whole relationship is boring because no one wants to initiate anything. People are just quiet, and it becomes boring. I feel like it's both parties. I don't agree with the fact that only boys are boring. Even girls, sometimes it applies both sides.
Okay, Kira.
No, guys, I can't. I don't think I can answer that one. I've never actually thought Adventist men are boring. I'm dating one, so I can't answer it. But I think the ladies that have already answered quite well. I liked Keta's response that it's authenticity. So sorry, but yeah, it's they just the problem is that they're not authentic. They're not who they should be. And they begin adapting the ways of those outside of the church, and that's what makes them boring. Okay. You expect one thing and you receive another. Yeah.
Nyasha, do you have any other points to add? No other points. Okay, let me take, because Keta and Chipo thing is sort of outlined different views, right? Because Keta is saying, let's talk about Keta's point first. She is saying there's supposed to be an agreement between the two before they even entered the relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How often is that happening in our church at large? How often are we entering into relationships? Maybe let's hear from the ladies' point. Who's supposed to initiate? Let me put it that way. Who's supposed to initiate this discussion?
I feel like anyone can initiate the discussion, and people shouldn't rush into dating. First of all, you can't rush into dating someone. I could be seen with a guy 10 times and still not be dating him, Nina personally, because I still want to get to know you, bro. I still want to go to, and the minute I see maybe there are 4-5 red flags and I can't ignore them, then I'm like, thanks, ne? And now if you feel the same way, do the same thing, because we rushed I'm a couple to announce that I am dating this person. You guys don't even know each other. 2 weeks into the relationship, we are you don't know who this person is anymore because you didn't take time to know them. You don't need to know someone in a relationship. I could be talking to 5 different boys right now. I'm Johnny Nabo. I'm getting to know 5 different boys. mustn't decide ukuthi yazini boy one actually I like the way he thinks. Boy one and I share the same views. Ngike ngahlala no boy one and he has never tried to make me do something that I'm uncomfortable with, especially pertaining to my religion. So I'm comfortable with boy one. I'm dating boy one. So I think the thing is, don't rush for titles. Get to know people. And when you've gotten to know them, you've gotten to know that person, you're like, okay, I know. Imagine someone asks you to date them today. You've only seen them at Sabbath twice. You've never seen this person angry at you. Today, this person is angry. He's saying things that you don't even know where they're coming from because you didn't take time to actually think, it's okay, I'm getting to know this person. Oh, when he's angry, acts like this. Am I willing to be with a person who can't control his anger? Am I willing to be with a person when we're out, he does weird things or he, I don't know, he smokes or whatever? Is that what I'm willing to stand for? And then you're like, no. Then you move. But if you've already dated the person, it becomes difficult because you got into this relationship and you guys never had a conversation about it.
I think in your answer you just actually satisfied the question I was going to ask Uchipo. So from what I'm getting is usually the problem is the start up. We do not start our relationship well. We do not really talk about what needs to be spoken about, and hence we bore each other. Because this one is into the relationship for wrong reasons, the other one might be for good reasons. Then the one who's into the relationship for wrong reasons gets bored from the one who. So you are saying we should, in other words, pre-discuss this, understand each other. Then from there we can sort of have a beautiful relationship. I'm guessing that's the point I was getting from the ladies. Okay, that was interesting. I think that's all that our time can give us now. We'll be waiting for part 2, where we'll be firing the ladies with more questions from the guys. We still want to understand. We are not yet satisfied as guys. There are still more and more questions we want to understand from the ladies. So yeah, just watch out for part 2 of the same video as we continue with the ladies. From me and the rest of the crew, cheers.
Mwana mushonta